some of the places I worked at or clients I worked for, I never want to touch again with a 10-foot pole. I'm so good right where I am. No matter what shit happens on Twitter, no matter what's going on in this community, it is peanuts. It is nothing compared to some of the other shit that I had to deal with on the other side. I'm good. You'd for sure make a lot more if you worked again, but you hate working with clients as a designer. Oh, as a designer. Oh, yeah, they're so picky, and it's like you're going to hand it over to them in the end, and it's going to be theirs. And yeah, they get so, they have so much to say. That's why I liked working on stuff that is not design oriented, because they didn't know what they were looking at anyway. So they would just listen. They'd be like, I want a thing that does this. And I go, okay, I'm making it like this. And they go, okay, because they don't know. Okay, sounds good to me. All right. Love that. Love that. Yeah, I love it. It's perfect, except this and this and this, and make it cooler. It's, I don't envy anyone who works in design and has to like interface directly with clients. You have to sit in front of them and be like, what do you think of this? And then you have to listen to a person who doesn't know anything about graphic design, and they have to sit there and try and articulate what they don't like about it to you. And then you have to translate that in your brain and try to come up with not what they think they want, but what they actually want. That's torturous, man. Torturous. Torturous. Graphic and product design for small businesses, and a lot of them were startups, had no idea what the hell they were talking about. Yeah, it's... They have ideas in their heads, and they've done surface level research at most, usually, and that's what you're dealing with. But they feel like they know a lot. They're like, I learned more than I knew yesterday, therefore I have been educated. They really be going into meetings being like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. Oh my God, you were working on a multi-million-dollar barn revamp, and the owner told you he'll just pay the neighbor kid a few bucks to paint it. We left the project the next day. That's my favorite, when you're working on something for someone and they see the bill and they're like, I could just do the rest myself. I had one client many years ago. We did a project for them, handed this project over at the MVP, okay? The MVP stage, which is the minimum viable product, rather. Typically, the minimum viable product is the baseline, it just barely functions, it just works version, okay? But there's still so much work to be done to make it good after that. Yeah, the bones, right? The structure, it exists, but it doesn't look good yet. It doesn't feel good to use yet. There's so much change you want to make, etc. It's just functioning for the first time, and you're putting it in front of them to be like, does it function, or is it not doing what you want at all? Did we get this right? We had a client take it and look at how much we were billing hourly, and how we basically spent half the time getting it to that stage, and we're gonna spend another of the same amount of time beyond that to get it to like good, where it needed to be, and what we agreed upon. And they were like, I think I want to stop the project right here, and I'm going to hire my own in-house team to finish this up to that point. And we were like, okay. So they cut us off from the project, and we were like, good luck. They hire like 2 developers to finish up whatever, and they call us back a year later and are like, so that product, remember that? Remember that project you did for us? And they were like, it's all gone tits up. It's all gone to shit. And we looked it over, and they basically had someone come in and try to finish it. But they went back and changed a lot of shit that we put in there that was good, that didn't need changing or shouldn't have been changed. And it was just fucked up. It just didn't even function right anymore. It looked good, though. It looked good. Like, design-wise, it looked so pretty. But it didn't work well. So we went in, and we scrapped every bit of work they did. Everything. Even the changes they made to the base product. We just took our old base product and started from there and just did the stuff they were supposed to have us do from the start anyway. And, you know, that's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes. And scenarios like that are just so... I mean, it's more work, so it's great, but it was so frustrating to deal with that it just makes me really like streaming a lot more than, you know, working on projects where shit like that happens. You know what I mean? Streaming, I'm just doing my own thing. I'm making my own thing. And I have to deal with other people getting in the way of it way less. So, you know, I have a good time with it. A really good time with it. They paid for it twice, literally. But I understand them not listening to us because we were the people asking them for money too. So, they found out. They found out the hard way. You stopped doing corpo work and then started studying psych, and now you're a writer. Ew. Yeah, I mean, it's good to pivot. It's good to pivot. I really loved the work that I did. It was really certain clients, certain projects that I didn't like. Like overall, I still enjoyed what I was doing and had a good time with it. I like this more, but I don't dislike that. The problem was there were certain projects and certain clients that I would do anything to never deal with ever again. So, yeah, I have a good time here. A lot of upper management have no clue how tech works. They have no clue what the proper expectations should be. Yeah, and that's why in the tech world, there are a lot of roles and positions of people that are like both good at the tech side, but also good at the business speech side of things. And they're able to translate both of those parties at each other. So someone who can talk to a team that's developing something, understand what's going on, and then that guy goes and meets with an executive and talks to them about it because they know how that guy thinks and they're able to be a really good in between. There are a lot more roles of in betweens like that in tech than like any other industry from what I've seen. It's crazy. It's crazy. One of your coworkers was fighting a second contractor in a time zone 12 hours away on changes. The guy would make the project unusable at night and he'd fix it in the morning. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like that on these like 12-hour schedules where they wake up and fix shit and then go to sleep. They hand off the project at night to the next guy on the other side of the world and then they wake up and do it again. Ugh. That 24-hour development cycle is crazy. I've been on projects where we do that, and I would do like meetings early in the morning and then meetings late at night. I would work the whole day at weird hours so that I would be there for like the handoff between each team. It was a lot and it moved so fast, but things got done quickly. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Did you have any clients come to you with literally impossible asks? Oh, all the time, all the time. Or they would ask for so much more than they needed. I actually would downscale a lot of people's projects, and I'd be like, you're asking for this whole custom tool, but like, I should just build you this thing in this existing program that will get you the same result, and you won't pay me a ton of money, and you won't spend a ton of my hours, and and there you go. And I would actually downsize a lot of people's projects to what they actually needed. And it's good because then if they needed more stuff, they were much more likely to come to me. So I'd still like get good amounts of work for different things. But even so, the intent was really like, I'm just not going to sell someone something they don't need. I would do that a lot. We love Auntie. She feeds us and lets us play magic.